Welcome, everyone, to Lubbock, Texas, Jones AT&T Stadium, where their tortillas will be flying in celebration and in support of their beloved Texas Tech Red Raiders. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. As we see the number 7 team in the country, the BYU Cougars, taking on another Big 12 foe, the Texas Tech Red Raiders. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. And the Red Raiders will kick it away to start us off. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Offense set on first down. They go to the ground. May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets them out to the 25-yard line. Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A-game for this one. They've circled this one all off-season, so they better be ready to bring it today, David.
All kinds of running room. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. You just got to get him to the ground quickly.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. A run up the middle is stuffed for no gain.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Trying play action. Oh, so close to paying off the tip drill. He had it in his hands, but it falls incomplete.
Love the competitive nature by the defender on that play. That's just a 50-50 ball, and that defender swatted it away.
From here, it would just be a 30-yard field goal try. Let's see how aggressive they're going to be to try to pick up that first down. Dropping back, it's Welsh. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. And the completion gives him a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
He'll do it himself.
Yeah, it's a nice job by this defense to understand, listen, that QB is a threat. And they're going to run all kinds of options. He's going to run the football. They were dialed in. He got that supplement.
Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. The quick out. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive.
QB, excellent location on that throw. Out route against man coverage, you cannot miss. If you throw that behind, that might be a pick 6. So nice job by the quarterback with his accuracy.
Looking to throw for it. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Cougar!
BYU, number 10, with the grab and the score.
On to attempt the try. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. So a drive there of 82 yards, and the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. The kickoff team takes the field to boot this one away.
kickoff.
Fair catch, called for and made. Here comes the offense on first down. He's looking to throw it. With the catch, it's Fowler.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Offense working from the pistol. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Loss of 2. Third down coming up.
Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be third and short. Here we go. From the gun, wants to pass. He makes the connection. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on third down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the first. Well done.
Motion from the offense. He wants to throw. Using the quick game. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
Running back searching for a hole. Still on his feet at the 45. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42.
And this guy's going to have to come through for you in this game. He picks up another first down, but he's your Heisman contender. He's the best player on your football team, and he's a guy that's just going to have to touch the ball a lot in this game if you're going to win.
They'll throw it on first down. They're trying to get to it. It's complete on the right side. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. Last couple of plays, the offense seems to be just one step ahead, David.
Yeah, and I'm going to have to do something to disrupt the timing, the rhythm. I got to do something that they're not expecting, because right now they got the run and they got the pass working. So this defense, they have to find something new to kind of confuse this offense.
Brings up 2nd down.
This drive facing a little adversity on 2nd and 11.
Get set, get set.
He's looking to throw. Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be third down. This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Zings it complete to the right.
That's why as a defense, you feel okay playing man coverage on 3rd down, because you know you've got linebackers and you've got players on your defense that can cover these dangerous running backs mano-a-mano. Nice job tackling in the open field.
Well, they're certainly not out of field goal range here, but they want to try to pay off this drive with a touchdown. They'll go for it on 4th. Pocket starts to collapse. And they got him. A sack denies the try to convert on 4th down.
He had nowhere to go with the football. Fourth down, you know he wants to make a play. I'd like for him to throw it up, to be honest. Try to give somebody an opportunity to make a play. Who cares if I throw a pick? It's fourth down anyways, but couldn't find anybody to get the ball off. Defense surrounds him, gets him to the ground with the sack.
Makes the catch. It's Pacheco. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Hey, and quarterback, receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
On the run, it's Etienne. They get him on the ground after he gets enough to move the sticks.
And that is exactly why you stick to running the football. Haven't had a lot of success, but boom, you pop one, right? That's what you got to do. You cannot become one-dimensional and just throw the football every down. Love the offense, sticking to the run. Nice job getting the first down.
It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. They'll leave it with him. And he's ridden to the ground, but there's also a flag down. Let's check the call. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. On first down, here comes this offense. Give to the running back. At the 45, on his way. He'll work his way down to the 28.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to stop this guy. They better rally to the football and get multiple hats because he is not easy to bring down.
The Cougars have it with a 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Got his man downfield. Touchdown, BYU! What a catch and run for 6.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
And the extra point makes it 14-0. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
14, Texas Tech, 0.
No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Offense getting set for first down. The give to the tailback. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
He's tackled at the 27. Brings up 2nd down. That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, BYU 14, Texas Tech 0.
2nd down now as they're ready to go back to work. He's looking to throw. Quickly out to the tight end. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down. Ever since they invented the forward pass, the tight ends have been running the drag and getting the first down.
I think it's because the tight ends is so much versatility. You know, they can block and stay in the formation, or they can release and come out. But either way, if the quarterback's patient most of the time, that drag route's going to come open.
They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10.
Let's go.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that 2nd down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. They'll go right back to it. tackled, but he has a first down.
And, you know, big chunks like this don't happen unless you commit to the run game. You got to get those big boys up front into the game, understanding I want to knock people off the football, create some holes like you do here for my running back, make the game easy.
The Red Raiders have their offense in high gear. Coming out on first down with the play fake. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And it's incomplete. Good play downfield by the DB.
DB does an outstanding job here on the deep pass. Locating the football, no PI, able to swat it away, pass incomplete.
Let's see if they go back to the air on second down. Quick strike complete. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
They'll be getting suffocated right away. How about the DB? Just seeing that initially, pulling the trigger, getting to him, get him on the ground, get the tackle for a loss.
Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab, it's Fowler. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker.
Offense facing fourth down.
This is the absolute right call. They're going for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the grab well past the sticks. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a first down on the play. He unleashed a bullet on that pass and converted the fourth down.
Gotta love it. Some people get conservative. Some people don't want to mess up. Fourth down, you could tell. He wanted that window, and he threw it as hard as he could. Throws a strike to the wide receiver. Gets the big fourth down conversion.
They're trying to throw the screen out to the receiver. The defense, though, having none of that. They are just too physical. They're too fast, and they force a negative play.
They've got a really good drive going, but a little speed bump here at 2nd and 13. Wide receiver shows motion. On second down, he'll let it fly. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass, as it just never developed.
I'll tell you what, if you want to be overzealous, if you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long game, but it just keeps the defense a little bit more honest if you want to start bringing a lot of pressure.
A third and long coming up here. The aerial assault continues. Quarterback can't pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41.
One of the things I love about this defense is they're so versatile in ways they can get after the quarterback. In their last game, they came away with 5 sacks, came from all over the place. They got the win. So you know in this one, they're going to dial up a lot of different looks. It's going to be tough for this offense to try to keep their quarterback standing up straight.
And the Red Raiders will try to pick it up on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He rifles one deep down the middle. And it's hauled in at the 10. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense.
That is a huge play early in this game. We came into this thing wondering just how aggressive this offense wanted to be, and there you go. First half, 4th and long. We're not bringing the punter out on the field. We've got a guy that we think can read the defense and deliver a strike. And we've got playmakers stretching the field vertically. They show you how dangerous they can be on that last 4th down there.
Well, and a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
On second down, looking again to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
After this long of a drive, you have to cap it off with a touchdown, and here comes third and goal. They'll go to the air. Fires into the end zone. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
Yeah, and third and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
Not a chance. Missed it. Penalty marker on the field, and the kicker's going to get another go at it, this time a little closer. The Red Raiders line it up with a first and goal. He's looking to throw. Getting some heat. And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line.
Brings up second and goal.
After getting knocked back, it's second and goal from the 4. He's looking to throw. Lets it fly. And he was looking into the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, tip your hat to the defense getting that incompletion, because that hasn't happened often for this guy. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. Can the defense continue to mix things up, see if they can maybe confuse this QB?
The defense trying to make a stand on third and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want, because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
They're going to pass on what would figure to be an easy 3 points and instead go for it on fourth down. From the gun. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Red Raiders.
I mean, fourth and goal, and what does he do? He makes plays. This is why quarterbacks with this kind of athletic ability are so hard to stop. Big-time money down on fourth down, and the quarterback makes the play for him.
Getting set for the point after. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Week in and week out, guys, you never know what's going to happen in college football. Check this out. Coastal Carolina has opened up a can right now, and based on what we've seen, I'm not sure anything is going to change. They're up 14 over Georgia State. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tired.
And I think that's the difficulty being a play caller. Like, I have to balance all of those things. My defense is a little bit tired. I can't put it on the field, but I got to be aggressive because this is a back-and-forth type game, so a lot to process and think about.
So much for the tough field position. One play, and you're already to the 35. The give to the back. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. It's the 2-minute warning, and we'll see if the offense can tack a little something extra on their lead before the break. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Wide out in motion. Touch pass on the run. And he's knocked down, but there's also a flag that's been dropped. Let's check on the call. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Looking to throw, it's Welch. He's right on target. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that 1st down. BYU lines up quickly. On 3rd and short, just trying to get enough for the 1st down. They get him on the ground, but not before he gets enough for the 1st down.
Really nice job on 3rd down by this offense. This offense has struggled on 3rd downs throughout the season. Not even in the top 50, but you know what? When you make it 3rd and short, when you have the run-pass option and you're not predictable, you can be more successful. So let's see if this offense can continue to put themselves in good positions.
It's complete to the left. They make the stop right there. Good pickup, and still short of the 1st down. No huddle, offense to the line. He's going to pass on 2nd down. Uncorks one. Got a wide open receiver. Touchdown, BYU! And they take it in for 6 more points.
This is a running back who is versatile, and his catching ability really helps this offense out vertically down the field. And you saw it on that play on the wheel route. That wasn't just a screen or a swing. They got him faking going to the flat, turning up the sideline for a touchdown.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
21, Texas Tech, 7.
He'll call for the fair catch here. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. Running out of time here in the 1st half, and they do have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And so you got to locate.
And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. 2nd down coming. He's looking to throw. He uncorks one deep. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down.
Long incompletions are okay. We got to take shots. You got to make big plays in college football. I love that you're taking shots. Keep taking them. Some of those are going to come home. Some of them aren't. But when they come home, they equal big-time points.
If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. He'll take another shot here. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down.
Yeah, and I like the shot, the aggressive play down the field. And we like throwing those jump balls up to my receiver because usually the receiver makes the play and makes the defender look bad. Nice job by the defender getting a hand on it, tipping that ball away from the wide receiver.
And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute them.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
And here comes the offense on second down. Looking for a man. It's Welsh. Throws to the wideout. And that pass intercepted. Got room on the return. He'll finally go out of bounds, but he was showing off all the skills after that interception.
And that's why as quarterbacks, you cannot telegraph the pass. You cannot stare down your receivers because these defenders, they're watching you. And that defender knew exactly where the QB was going with that football, and that's why he picked it off.
Feeling some heat. And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. This offensive line has just been unable to keep them away from the quarterback. Now it's second and long. Trying to get to him. And this defense goes back-to-back sack, Jack.
On the play. Brings up third down.
That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
First half. With the score, BYU 21, Texas Tech 7.
BYU about to kick it off to open the second half.
Take this one.
Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. Maybe adjustments or attitude adjustments, but they've got to find a way to run the ball at least some here in the second half.
I do think you said something that's important. I think running the football is an attitude. Like, it starts with the offensive lineman and being physical, having a nasty attitude. Running back, same thing. I think they need more of that in the second half.
You know, and I think if you're this defense, you have an opportunity to make a statement here. Yeah, I know you guys went in at halftime and you riled yourselves up and you told yourself that you think you can run the ball on us. On this very first drive, we're going to prove to you, just like in the first 30 minutes, you cannot.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Man, it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. It'll be interesting to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a third down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. Looking to the big tight end. Can't make the play on the interception, and man, they were looking for their first pick of the game. Instead, it'll be fourth down. And the Red Raiders will punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Slips through the line. Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down, to go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him. Maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with this system.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. To throw, it's Welch. They're setting up the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time.
I like the play call on offense. I like you trying to get the running back involved in the pass game, too. Defense was ready for that one. Let's see what you got dialed up on third.
3rd and long from the 42. If they can get some of it, it might give them a chance to go for it on 4th down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and fourth down's coming. Looks as if BYU will have to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. First one's on its way. The leg ought to be strong. Only called on twice in the victory last week. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this drive.
The give. The Red Raiders have enough for the first down.
A lot of coaches put a lot of emphasis on situational type running, right? When it's a goal-to-go situation, short yardage situation, like when I need to run the football and they know I'm running the football. Right there, haven't had a lot of success, but I needed a few yards to get the first down. Great job by the offensive line, creating some space and getting the first down.
Going up top on first down. And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes.
The name of the game is protecting your quarterback. He can't have success or complete passes on his back. Let's get the quick passing game going, maybe hand the football off, but whatever we're doing, let's go the opposite direction.
Well, after not getting a thing done on first down, it's 2nd and long from the 24. Pressure coming. Going to try to pop one on the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short game there, and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down.
The number one goal as a defense is try to hit the QB as many times as possible. Try to rattle him, try to get him flustered a little bit. Nice job getting there, getting the hit on him, but nice job of executing by the quarterback. Taking the hit, delivering the strike.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And that 3rd down pass left a vapor trail, but it's incomplete.
Well, after struggling so much in the first half, you thought they would have made some adjustments here at halftime to see if they can open up this passing game. But early on in the second half, they're just not really able to get that done. Incompletion on 3rd down in your own end, you're expecting them to punt.
Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
The offense set for a first down play. Snags it quickly on the left. Got room at the 35. And they get him down.
This quarterback right now is in a groove. He's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Stopped at the 44 after a 5-yard gain.
Well, the defense knew coming into this one it was going to be a physical game. Guys are going to have to be great at the point of attack and get off blocks and make tackles. They couldn't stop the offense from picking up that first down on that run play.
He'll pull it on the read. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5.
Nice job playing assignment football by that defensive end. Knowing what my job is, not letting that quarterback get out, get loose, making a good play, and most importantly, being there in the right spot and getting him on the ground.
Using the spin move. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
QBs that can run completely change your game plan. I mean, every single bit of it. You have to understand now as a pass rusher, I got to keep him in the pocket. I got to understand all the zone read concepts and the power read, the jet read, all the different things they can do to you. So, having a guy back there at the helm that can run the football, you better be alert of it from the first play to the end of the fourth quarter.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Power football with the run. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5.
I think a lot of times when offenses run these counters, you're going to fake one way, right? Pull guys the other direction. If you can get some penetration really quickly, get behind those pullers, you got a chance to get in the backfield just like right there and create a TFL.
Catch in the middle, it's Davis. That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line.
Just beautiful, and that's a great feeling as a quarterback when you make that throw. It keeps your offense on the field, keeps the offense in rhythm. Obviously not as good as throwing a touchdown pass, but I'll tell you this, way better than having...
Picked off! He'll try to take it back. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And that's the advantage right there of having your dime personnel on the field. You've got an extra DB. You've got an extra guy out there who's really good at covering. So for quarterbacks, you've got to be so good and precise with these passes because they've got speed in the back end. They're able to come away with the pick.
Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. David, the punter got some work last time. They'd like to keep him on the sidelines in this drive.
Yeah, it's not something you want to say very often. You don't want the punter out there. This offense needs to get back lathered up and get a little bit more of a rhythm.
Best way to do that, identify where your best players are and just get them the football. Give these guys some touches to kickstart this offense.
The offense lining up for a first down play. From the gun, he leads it with the back. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Kept it on the ground on first down. Let's see what they do on second. He's looking to throw. He'll pull it down and run. It's a fumble. How in the world did the offense retain possession?
Man, and this is why you practice 5 points of pressure with the football. You cannot put the ball on the ground. Doesn't matter how many defenders are around you or how hard you get hit. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win games.
Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. From the gun, wants to pass. Shoots it to the left. He makes a catch. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
That's the end of the third quarter of play. With the score, BYU 21, Texas Tech 7.
And the Red Raiders come to the line with a new set of downs.
Here we go. Ready.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be second down.
Listen, I would get rid of that thing fast, too, if I've been sacked that many times today. They're coming every angle. Everybody's coming. They've got to me the whole day. Can somebody please get my back?
Ready up.
Now second and 10.
Get set. Get set.
He's looking to throw. Not able to hook up there. Incomplete. They'll try to move the chains on this 3rd and long from the 50. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. They're bringing heat. And the freshman will chalk up a sack.
What a beautiful day for the defense. A sack for you. A sack for you. Everybody gets a sack. Everything good happening for this defense.
The Red Raiders will bring the punt team onto the field. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. He gets a block. There he goes. Open it up. He will score. Touchdown, Cougars. A dynamic, explosive return. The sliver of daylight exploding through it, just vaporizing and reappearing on the other side and housing it.
And punt returners are so quick, you could play touch football in an elevator with them and lose. You can't even get your hand on those. So quick, so elusive. Does such a great job making people miss, but still going full speed up the field to get all the way to the end zone and score the TD.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, let's get you up to speed on what's going down in this fun college football game today. Utah is trailing right now, but it's only a couple of points. That quarterback just needs to show the poise of a young Alex Smith, and they are right back in this. They're trailing by 10 to Kansas State. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Hold it, finds his man on the left. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few.
Here's the deal. You're down 3 possessions. You know, it doesn't feel likely they're going to come back and win, but we've seen crazier stuff happen in college football. It all starts with a big completion on a 2-minute drive. They'll get the momentum started in your direction.
Quick handoff. And they'll bring him down, but not before he picks up the first down.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the first down.
Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Fires into traffic, intercepted. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
That kind of pickup on 1st down, and you can take a shot here on 2nd and short. Leaves it with the running back. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Line getting set on 2nd down. To the ground with the back. Gets it inside the 30, down to the 27, a pickup of 6.
I like it. Just frustrate the defense. Get that 5 to 6 yards. Make them honor the run. Make them know that you're willing to run the football and run it effectively.
Ball's at the 27. It's 3rd and short. Can they avoid making that 4th down decision? And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag on the field. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. Now on 3rd down for this offense.
3:25.
Back to pass, it's Welsh. He lost one down the sideline. A full dive to haul that one in. Some might have the philosophy to milk the clock. Others have this philosophy: just keep going at them.
Yeah, until you stop me. And I think the offense, you can tell, it's pretty clear. They're going to keep their foot on the gas, continuing to throw the football down the field, attack, make big plays like they have all game long.
They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
It's now 2nd and goal.
Offense trying to pay it off on 2nd and goal. They'll run it to the left, looking for the touchdown here. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on 2nd down, this little 3rd to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
They've gotten right on the cusp of the end zone. They still need 2 yards. Will they try to bang it in with a run or go over the top? Several defenders there to get him on the ground.
3rd and 2, trying to be physical, trying to win the battle up front. Almost there, Palmer, just short, 4th and inches.
Yeah, and he was so disappointed he didn't pick up that first. He's looking over to the sidelines right now, asking for the ball again here on 4th.
They're thinking touchdown here on 4th and goal. The kicker stays on the sideline. Little over anxious out of the stands early, and it's a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They'll try to salvage a field goal on this drive. And this one ought to be nice and easy, a 22-yard attempt. Absolutely perfect. And that lead grows even bigger.
That makes the score. BYU.
That lead just keeps getting fatter, and this kickoff team doing a little running. Fair catch called for and made. First down here for the offense. He's going to pass. Fires to the big fella. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. 2nd down coming up. He's looking to throw. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
And I tell you what, this defense, they've heard all about how great this quarterback is. They came in today with a mission, with a purpose. They've been flying around, harassing him, and making life so hard on this offense.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Quickly complete. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead, it's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack this.
And he's sacked. A big play on 4th down to stop this drive.
There's not many play calls on the sheet to score a bunch of points really quickly, so you got to go for it here. I like the aggressiveness, but this offense continues to miss the mark, and they just got to score more points. They got to do better, right, Palmer? That's expert analysis. They got to do better.
The give, and tick, 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 tick. Knocked off his feet, but not before he picks up 6 yards down to the 10.
Yeah, it's make or break time for this defense. Now, they got to get a stop, and if that's bringing more bodies in, bringing more beef in, they're running the football right up the gut, right at you. They're not going to throw the football in this situation. Time to be more physical and get this big stop.
On the move, it's Lawrence. Gets it inside the 10, picks up a yard. They'll mark it at the 9.
As a quarterback, you've got to know in this area of the field, it's tough to throw, right? The windows, they open and close so quickly when you get down to the red zone. What helps you is running the football, but that's tough today because you're going up against one of the top 25 defenses stopping the run.
It'll be a run on 3rd and short.
No mystery on that play. With the lead, we are going to run the ball. You know it's coming, and we are running right at you, right into the teeth of the defense, and they're still able to get a nice game.
BYU lines up with a 1st and goal. And the quarterback takes a knee. After getting knocked back, it's 2nd and goal from the 4. Looks like the offense will just take a knee. Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. The quarterback takes a knee. Now this team has consecutive wins, and when you start expecting to find ways to win games and you expect that you will perform well enough to do so, that's really hard to stop.
It's a mindset, Reese. This team has it right now. You can tell their players trust each other. Big situations arise in games. They're looking at each other in the huddle on the sideline, expecting to make the play that's going to help them win games. This team incredibly mentally tough right now, Dave.
And you start to build that mental toughness when you start to string together positive weeks and you start to string together positive plays. Now you know you can do it. It's not, we talked about it in the offseason.